Kept you waiting, huh?
entered the dust. It really is like a sea of dust in there, given how thick it is. The visibility isn't good, but try to remain calm as you go about your search.
Your oxygen will decrease while you're in the dust. Always keep an eye on your oxygen gauge. One other important point. While in the dust, your stamina consumption is greater than normal, so be careful of that as well.
That memory board is nearby. Go secure it. I'd say you're getting the hang of this routine. Access the memory board and secure its data.
There are two ways to open a container. You can spend time carefully opening it so you don't alert nearby enemies. Or you can open it quickly, though any enemies that are within earshot will hear you. In other words, you can unlock it, or you can destroy it. We'll leave that decision to you, Captain.
off the dust. Since you're no longer in it, you are no longer on oxygen.
And don't worry, your oxygen supply will be replenished automatically when you return to base camp.
Worst case scenario, hunger will lead directly to death. Please eat something while there's still time. Time to analyze the data. Please synchronize your iDroid with me here. Captain, there is one item to report. Regarding the latest recovery...
Hang on a minute, you mind? There's something I've been thinking about. The body of that Charon Corps member. The one you got the damaged air tank from. He'd been shot. Needless to say, we haven't seen any wanderers with guns. Meaning, he had to have been killed by a person. Right? What's that all about?
That is unclear. All we can say is that if people are killing each other here, that is an illogical thing to do.
My point is, these incidents don't make sense. If my theory is correct... forget it. Sorry for butting in. Continue with what you were gonna say.
Getting back to the report, Captain. The data you recovered revealed the location of a wormhole transporter. Wormhole transporters are devices utilizing wormhole technology, which enable instant transportation between two distant points.
2 points. So we can use this thing to get home?
Unfortunately, the wormhole we can generate with this device is structurally different from the one needed to return home. Therefore, it can only be used for transporting matter within this world. Nevertheless, this device should allow us to explore a much greater area than before, while maintaining base camp as our base of operations.
Currently, all devices are offline. To use them, you'll need to access them directly and restart their systems. Despite the potential danger, we should bring these devices back online in order to increase our area of operations. Wormhole transporters allow you to travel a great distance in the blink of an eye. To facilitate future exploration, I suggest you reactivate this one.
I took the liberty of marking its predicted location on the map. Open your iDroid to see where this is.
Thirst can lead to death. Please drink something immediately. Reactivate the wormhole transporter. The transporter coming back online will attract the enemy's attention, so stay alert.
Our apologies. With our memory loss, we were a little slow off the mark in informing you of this. Before you activate the transporter, be sure you're ready to defend it.
reactivation process is complete. Objective complete. Please return at once.
With the transporter reactivated, you can now move more quickly and safely. Should you discover other transporters during your searches, I recommend reactivating them as well.
Teleportation of matter. Who'd have thought this kind of technology exists? But now that I've seen this, I know I'm right.
Right about what?
How a group like the Charon Corps, who were this advanced, got wiped out. It wasn't wanderers. It was people. Though whether it was some kind of internal conflict or an outside force, I don't know.
That is illogical. As we discussed before, in an environment such as Detae's, there can be no advantage to humans working against one another.
After all, you and the captain were technically members of opposing forces. Yet here you are working together.
Yeah, well, people don't always do the smart thing. And I make no promises I won't shoot the captain in the back if I have to. Look, you just watch out. If we do come across survivors here, do not let your guard down. Same goes with me.
I detect a large mass within the wormhole. Object form analyzed. It's a military helicopter. Control has been lost. At this rate, it will crash. I've marked the presumed crash site on the map.
You might come across some supplies or even survivors. Why don't you go take a look?
Captain, go and investigate the helicopter crash site.
Wait, I'm against that. Say we're going to scavenge supplies. We should scope it out for a while before moving in, right?
Your proposal is extremely illogical. Taking into account crash trajectory, fuselage damage level, and other factors, the chances of survival currently stand at approximately 11.2%. This will decrease by 3% every hour. The sooner we check for survivors, the better.
Survivors are the problem. You feel like having this conversation again?
But securing personnel will be essential to completing the mission.
Well, I guess that's that. You're the captain. It's your call.
I have updated the situation report.
It's not that you don't raise a valid point, Mr. Reeve, but this is part of the mission. You should go and investigate the crash site.
detected at helicopter crash site. I've also identified multiple wanderers. Approach with caution. Thirst can lead to death. Please drink something immediately. Pay attention to your stamina. You should rest before you're out of gas.
Just a moment. There is a vehicle near the helicopter. It appears to be an ambulance. It seems as though they've arrived here from the same location. Also, from the equipment of the helicopter's passengers, we determined their affiliation. They were soldiers and ex-soldiers.
target dies, the mission will have been for nothing. Please consider the target's safety as well. area to remaining oxygen. Captain. The enemy has been drawn to the energy surge. Defend the transporter until the reactivation process is complete.
Thank you. That helped.
What's your name?
Miranda. Oh. Yeah. I remember. It was just like any other night. I was out on a call with the doctor when we lost contact with the hospital. We drove back as fast as we could, but the hospital was on fire. And if that wasn't hard enough to believe, a moment later, there was a light in the sky. It sucked our ambulance into it with us in it. Somehow, we survived, but then the doctor started acting strangely. Saying it out loud, it all sounds so ridiculous. Like any of that actually happened, right?
No, what you experienced actually happened. I saw the same thing in the sky. And I was here, just like you.
Where is here?
They call it Dite. To put it simply, it's a world in another dimension. A world destroyed by some unknown parasite.
Wait, unknown parasite? So when the doctor looked different and attacked me after we got here...
Yeah. We call humans that get infected by it wanderers.
And there's no cure?
Apparently not. Once you end up like that, you're just a living corpse. Only thing you can do for him is kill him. That goes for your friends, too.
You're sure about that? You guys don't look like doctors to me. Maybe a team of specialists could...
If anyone could have done something about this, this place would still be standing, wouldn't it?
Maybe they just lack certain advances in medicine. And like you said, they're still living. Perhaps if we try to communicate with them, with a little persistence, we can get through to them.
Look, your ridiculous theories are an insult to every one of them we've had to put down. Trying to take some moral high ground will do jack squat for you here. If you want to stay alive, keep quiet and do what we tell you.
Without morals, we're no different from them. Take off your shirt.
What?
You're injured, aren't you? Your breathing is off. You might have a fractured rib. I should take a look at you. What are you waiting for? If you want to stay alive, keep quiet and do what I tell you.
To make effective use of our labor source, you should assign crew members to units. Come and assign crew members here. Assigning crew members to units will ensure base camp runs more smoothly. Assign crew members as the situation warrants.
Captain, there is one item to report. When we scanned the area around the location where you rescued that woman, we detected a new memory board.
We've added this information to the situation report.